Abom anakosi boss Godfred Dame in the buffer store scandal versus Attorney General Godfred say na mi ko twa me be ma ne manya ntwa me be ma mi pieto de se nka wanzambo. The client go UK mo mo ma ne nkwa na £6,700 mafa. She mo fiska ne mara. Hannan enso reply to Attorney General say she move our de court so mo stop ni say afi do mo on man ntu kwan bio no o say ye hurodo rather some on also the version of event but maka on this channel when we make a point about one person not the other person response we are just enjoined. It's not, we are just enjoined by basic ethics and ethos of journalism to also report the side of Hannan. Yeah che no e wo airport you come ni phones aye seize ye wama blow ni beka blow to blow account of niema ye no ebra ye che no me di ni nyina bebrew mo kai Attorney General be bon kuro kire se ni ti o se kata any allergies no manako Hannan de ni die nyina ba o se Attorney General on kan okre ba ko say ohun nipa o mon kan okre se Attorney General we da very explosive letter and a motion to the court. And on me bro in this video to make sure so be subscriber more subscriber no click the notification with the video be to my no wait me we are you have a comment, why not feel free leave that comment in the comment section. We are make sure so we could Goldberry construction limit on an episode you know assassin kratasem the documentations related to your house in the Goldberry in the BD stage managing them so your flat victim call on your renovation exam and BPR I kama at the amount we are obrempoma addiction related to trauma related to care so we shop panoma momenia corporate pomba obeshow na bibia kama e di amount. Yena enim Hannan case ne buffer stock case na start here 2025 ye charge nipa bebre finally charges then omo withdraw ye na ye sa chi ni bio and omo file new charges on file na yo na Nigeria nkwa na state na charge go in money sir buffer stock sika bi so omo de koto aduane omo nto ebi wo omo supply crofo bi aduane nkofo no supply ketobo munye sky brought supply no mo ye no ni nyina aka boma 78 million Ghana cedi ne dan bi ne properties o nyina Attorney General de nsato so na nansan ane ebeti se yera Hannan sa na homfa no o any problem into be so ko UK question ho yare okwa na court man na kwan sa onko eyo na Attorney General be ka kire ye se bank wo EOCO bank the Republic Bank afre no say yera Hannan den krata bia be kire se aban tabo de ato na account ene ne dan ne ne ba bisu na aban yi by virtue of the case being discontinued in the first case, you know, because you cannot put something on nothing. It is a case we now can say what freezing in Yama, the other case, no one also won't follow you, won't file new charges there. They have not gone to court to seek new freezing order there. Then, and a court to free Attorney General say, Attorney, Patrol, you were Hannan to many more so in the Sikena, Attorney General and Kuna Mebomo you. It's young Fairman, not to the David Abby Fairman, Miss My Yokabao, no more coacheno. Airport. Ebe back and for baby or the lawyers any idea na finally the money bill. The money bill no ana the lawyer Godfred Dame says Attorney General we ni EOCO for no. Monso mon kana kra mon sasa hamo. Dentia. Ocho letter Ekoma Attorney General on the 9th of July 2020. So I want to read for you verbal. The reason I'm reading this letter for you is important because when you go to the court document, you see something. And I always say that I'm not the only critical analyst. Momo ye critical analyst but channel no me na me am representing me kind wa you see a certain thread or say unlawful arrest and detention of Hannan Abdul-Wahab or throw to the Attorney General and the Executive Director of EOCO. Okay. Or say we refer to this unlawful arrest on the 4th of July 2026 at Accra International Airport, a subsequent detention in the cells of the BNI and the EOCO, and its eventual release in the night of 8 July 2026. As you are aware, our client was arrested whilst on his way to the United Kingdom for a scheduled medical appointment. At the time of his arrest, he had in his possession personal effects 2 mobile phones and the sum of money which he had borrowed for his travel expenses and medical treatment, specified as envelope 1 5,000 pounds, envelope 2 1,700 pounds, envelope 3 2,750 Ghana cedis. In the era Godfred Dame in this second paragraph catcher say yera Hannan need to coin no was 6,000 pounds. Envelope back we 5,000 pounds. Envelope second one 1,750 pounds. And a second envelope Ghana is 2,750 pounds. Okay. Na scan okuburu ye. So the question ho yare e UK. Or say we are instructed that upon his release, our client's personal effects were not returned to him. Instead, he was directed to appear before EOCO on the 9th July 2026 for the collection of his belongings. To his utter dismay, when our client reported at EOCO, he was only given an empty purse, a watch, and board pass. When he inquired about the remainder of his items, the investigation officer, Frank Cromwell, responded that he had no authorization to release the money and 2 mobile phones seized from him at the airport. Catch and say, "Yet me for the name, 9-8 years that the chamber EOCO na beje. You're a Hannan call EOCO so called, you know, the phone man and the boarding pass and near the full plane. Oko Africa world, there ye Emirates, paper name, you travel or dean was to sit in a man and on the boarding pass from the man. Not, I can't be sicker. £6,700. I know when Ghana City no and a Cromwell say only liberty investigation officer no. Your man instructions on pass and your man name Hannan. Okay, Yankoso. We note with serious concern that EOCO continues to unlawfully retain the properties to our client. The money borrowed by our client for a trip was intended solely for his travel and medical treatment. This money was not taken out of any account of his already frozen, and his continued detention is legally baseless and is causing significant distress and financial hardship to our client. Furthermore, our client's 2 mobile phones, which were seized during his arrest, have also not been returned. Because in the phone here, Abrante no ni kapre. Scan okra wan koye free frozen account on ko account bia ho. Eye besia no koje so de ko hene ho ya reche. Ti ade na agi se scan na fa se scan ma no. Ade na moye no enya papa. Godfred Dame na eka say. And of course ka say, we are further instructed that EOCO unlawfully access the data on our client's phone without any judicial authorization. Specifically, the access occurred on the set. On some den sake kan the phone. So don't sabe ki ko before so court ekwaji to me and sana I don't sabe ki ko before ni nyina mo de ye client no anya ye de na Hannan wie no no atworo a 5-page response to Attorney General no unsa Attorney General court say e ma court krama ni ntukwan bio Dr. Fu Okroma metimi ahwe no Hannan e de ono so ne breakdown e de apa now we say let me it's 5 pages I am can't trust the ni nyina do so I always keep to the relevant part no. But I mean kind from the train or say that our law firm representing me has been served with an application to revoke leave granted by the honorable court to enable me to travel to seek medical attention. So this is why he's responding. Say, you're serving the say leave a court and the man to meet me to coin for allergies and a kata any akwahen no yare no. Attorney General I revoke his leave and I will pray to the court to revoke that leave. Yeah, the sign notice na bano. Amano, entino no so responding no. Okay. It was say, I am opposed to the same as devoid of any merit, brought in bad faith and calculated to obtain a legal covering for the applicant's brazen defiance of the orders of this court. Or said that the applicant's motion impugns the exercise of this honorable court's direction on the basis of untruth and unfounded allegations. Because I told you, Chantra, okay, untruth and unfounded allegations which stem from a willful disregard for the court orders rather than any genuine legal or factual basis. You can't from the mama, don't worry, crap. Or said that I am advised by counsel and verily believe same to be true that the instant application carefully examined amount to a review or viewed appealed against the orders of this honorable court lawfully given within the exercise of the court jurisdiction. No credible grounds in law or in fact has been canvassed for a grant of the order prayed in this application, that the application has not exhibited anything to show that I intend to avoid standing trial or intend any of the serious allegations it makes against me, all of which I vehemently deny. Or say Attorney General a truthful. Be anyone what kind of application they about cause them revoking me travel order no just me Hannan because you come in ma enter sa near walking na obwa. Okay. Of course, say that on Monday, 29 June 2026, this honorable court, after consideration of the affidavit filed by both parties and argument of both my counsel and Deputy Attorney General, including the same point made at paragraph 11 of the affidavit of the application, concluded that there was no basis to suggest that I wanted to use the intended travel as a means to avoid standing trial and proceeded to grant me leave to seek medical treatment out of the jurisdiction for a distressing eye condition, which is seriously affecting my daily activities. That I immediately set out to make arrangement for my travel and in accordance with the orders of this honorable court, fixed Saturday, 4th July 2026 for my departure. Or say that in strict compliance with the orders of this Honorable Court, I fixed the date of my return to Ghana for Sunday, 12 July 2026. Next, I'll call for about 12. Next, we could do roughly 9 days. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To 9 days. No, could be UK. And then a copy of air ticket in the BBA the court. Or say that I also booked my accommodation in the United Kingdom while I was granted the leave to go for medical treatment. Attached the evidence that is a copy of my hotel bookings there that I say without equivocation that it is completely false and malicious to allege that I have no intention of returning to stand trial. Say and some Attorney General came. Ye bobo answer no court in June. 29 June, ana court born ni de tugu no Jimmy media to mu say the one man ni na me share space no mani ni prove so dodo aya na keka me emma ade esa me ye ne de bia me ntimi nye e court mo me na me nko UK nko di dwuma the court bo am no ana mkotwa ticket say 4th na metu ba me ba 12 me return ticket nyina me the evidence be kire court no ana me ye esa me ko mani ana me ko he me nka asa me magana me stand the trial okay yen koso na me nkan ma o say that throughout the week, following the grant of leave, I went about my preparations to travel without any hint of disapproval, objection, or any communication from the respondent. Or say that on the day scheduled for my departure, 4 July 2020, I arrived at Accra International Airport and completed all pre-departure formalities, including checks by the Ghana Immigration Service and the BNI, which cleared me to travel. Or say we could do airport. Immigration for clear me. BNI for clear me. It's been the meteor. American say plane beba. Near announcement. Boarding pass 333 going for no makofu plane ameko. Ti. Nile kusi ye. I know bekano. That on completion of all pre-departure formalities, I was waiting to board my flight when I was confronted by heavily built men who identified themselves as working for the BNI. It subsequently came to my attention that EOCO, acting in accordance with the applicant, that is Attorney General, orchestrated my arrest despite full knowledge that I have lawfully gained leave by the court to travel abroad for medical treatment. That the Attorney General, within an hour after my unlawful arrest, released a Facebook page purported to justify same. Attorney General posted say ya channel because of call bank so could use kind of bank and letter Attorney General post now refer to that my arrest was unlawful as the reasons advanced for same is completely false and the applicant has no reasonable basis to suspect that I had committed an offense or was about to commit offense under the laws of Ghana. That the ruling of this honorable court, quorum, Jemfi or say J, that's a judge in Otaranso, which the applicant says I brought to the attention of the Republican court, is not a known instrument for a withdrawal of money from the account, let alone a frozen account. That the applicant has failed to show to the honorable court which of my accounts I attempted to empty, the amount to be withdrawn, and the means by which I allegedly attempted to say. My court, my Godfred Dame, me cancel account to come where public bank me Hannan me ko jina wo se me ko yiska. Owe no court so say that to date I have not withdrawn any money, any amount of money, or attempted to withdraw any specific amount of money from any account of mine by any of the known means of withdrawal of money from a bank, issue of a check, execution of a withdrawal note, or instruction by email. Or say, ebra ye faso and I kwanya ye faso yiska biya bank biya me nye bi se me di be yiska biya me fa check and call me ma me bank teller biya notice me ntro email biya so biya yiska ma me enti kwan ba so na Godfred Dame yewra sram sane Attorney General ma EOCO be che me say me pese me ko yiska o account o mo nkyere me. Or you know say that I deny that I misrepresented any ruling to any bank with bank as legal officers who are competent to interpret and understand court rulings. Now that me akwala some day unlawful legal letter because me ko use ka bank for legal people me to interpret legal documents. Me ma do it asa. Hannan e ka say you. But you know course say that I'm advised by counsel and verily believe same to be true that stating my understanding of a court ruling different from the view held by the Attorney General does not amount to a criminal offense or an attempt to commit a criminal offense. The applicant's allegation that my conduct creates a reasonable suspicion that I had committed a criminal offense is egregiously false, and in bad faith, that I have to date not been charged with any offense by the applicant in spirit of the wild allegation made against us. Say it would be on charging me because you can himself. And of course. Now let me read for you the concluding statement, because he also mentioned about the Nenino. Let me just skip to that. Okay, 28, the one we're talking about in the Sikana, or say that after my eventual release from unlawful custody, the applicant and EOCO lawfully kept some money on me, including about £7,000, which I had borrowed for my travel expenses and medical treatment and my 2 mobile phones. That further, the applicant and EOCO lawfully access the data on my mobile phone and also my country in the previous. So let me skip that part. That contrary to the orders of this honorable court dated 29 June 2026, my passport also remains in the custody of the applicant and EOCO. That the allegation by the applicant that I'm a flight risk is false, and a ruse by the applicant to further its unlawful resolve to disobey this honorable court, or say that the attempt to downplay both opticians, a leading optician in the United Kingdom with over 550 practice as a beauty retailer, is disingenuous and calculated to mislead this honorable court. This information is easily and publicly verifiable by a simple web search attached. And yeah, they talk say, baby, o question na Attorney General so a beauty retailer enya baby papa bia na nshada nya medical report gidi na ye pharmacy chain of pharmacy say Ghana panacea pharmacy say answer no so nya no kre boot for no na boot for opticians no omo ya dwuma papa pa omo 550 practices across the UK baby papa na £7,000 so akọ ne ho aka EOCO for no the phones so akọ mo ho. Enti no se court no gina we so deny na de enya papa ti court no mu Attorney General nsem ni ntontwene no ma ne kwan no ntu kwan no nko he na ni na yere no mo mfa na niema bi akodi o including the passport a court no order say 29 June fema no o mo mfa na ade ma no timi ntu kwan no nko hwe ne ho yare. That is the side and position of Yera Hannan. When the court also speaks, I report it for you. Ti maka Attorney General de akyerew maka Hannan so side of the story akyerew aka court no. What will the court say in the matter? Certainly, when the court speak, we bring it to you in this. But I think say if there's a reason, they should make it known. And I think that as this goes to court and they argue at the point, and maybe those reasons will become apparent. And certainly on the critical analysis, I wouldn't say fan come by reported at the amount. Make sure also do comment about on all these issues. Share your comments in the comments after telling you what the Attorney General has done and also giving you the version of Justice Yera Hannan and the legal team led by Godfred Dame. So we see you, mame. Me here, Ghana, so here. Ana wa shongu see man again. Kai so be subscribe with them, mame. Yeah, hit 100,000 very soon. With the money, I must say. So we see you, mame. Bye bye.